Hello and welcome to today's episode of Down South. Today here in London in the UK we are celebrating South Africa's Heritage Day. This is a day where we celebrate the cultural diversity of our land, and yes, over here in England we also still keep our heritage, and we've all gathered under one roof to celebrate the different cultures. So join us and let's have a look of what the day has to bring. So we've got Tanya here with us today on this beautiful day. And as I said, here in England, we also celebrate our heritage, isn't it, Tanya?
We do.
So tell me, what does this day mean to you?
I think it's a time for all of us to come together as South Africans. I think it's fantastic. It's not very often we see people from all over the country because, and especially on such a beautiful day.
Exactly. We don't often get this weather, do we?
No, we don't. It's just a lovely opportunity for us to network with other South African people. Fantastic.
Exactly. And enjoy the food.
Oh, the food. Really, really good food. I had a lovely, lovely lunch.
Awesome. I've got Kay with me today. Hi, Kay.
Hey,
Are you enjoying today?
I am definitely enjoying today. It's nice to see everybody in their beautiful attire and their cultural clothes. It's amazing.
Awesome. And I understand that you brought your daughter here today for the first time. What does that mean to you to show her the different diversity of the cultures in our land?
It means a lot to me because she gets to learn about her background and where she's from, although still living in this country. So I'm hoping to keep that installed into her. So I'm just happy she's learning a lot. And she's getting to meet a lot of other South Africans from different places in South Africa, Durban, Cape Town, and not just Pretoria, where we're from.
Okay. So I'm joined by these gentlemen all the way from South Africa, but obviously I've settled here in the UK. So gentlemen, tell me, what are you enjoying about this day?
Just the gears. Having a whole lot of green and gold running around with the rugby coming later, but just hearing a lot of South African accents and catching up with people from back home.
I guess it's the whole like different cultures all under one roof, I guess, isn't it? Isn't that nice to see?
Yeah, and the sun's turned out, which is great. Heard some Afrikaans today, which I haven't heard in a while.
So it's hearing all the different languages as well that you probably miss from home, right? Absolutely. So tell me, what does this day mean to you, Heritage Day?
It just means a lot because obviously from South Africa you've grown up through a lot of things, and I think just watching South Africa develop as a country has been fantastic. And it was really, really sad for me, like knowing that I wasn't there on Heritage Day. So it's very nice to, even though I'm away from home, just have a little piece of home here, just where you can celebrate with the friends and just enjoy that South African culture a bit more.
Awesome. And isn't it nice that we're still keeping this Heritage Day going, although we've moved away from home, but isn't it nice that we still keep it going?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, one of the hardest things about coming over here was, just missing the South African people and the accents and that. So just getting everyone together, having a few beers with everyone, hearing the accents all around. Yeah, it's lovely.
I've heard a lot of accents. I've not heard you guys talk about the food.
The bunny chows were eaten.
Yeah.
They were eaten.
I've got chili biltong going on there. It's a good time.
So they are also enjoying the food. Thank you so much, gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your day. Mama, what does this day mean to you?
This day, it means, especially because I'm in the UK, away from home, it's a remembrance of how I was brought up. Okay. And it reminds me of the diversities of the culture in South Africa. We have Xhosas, we have Zulus, we have Pedis, we have Tsongas, we have,
It's so rich in culture.
so rich, yeah.
So tell me, Mommy, so what are you wearing today? Because you're looking absolutely beautiful. You've absolutely represented some form of culture, but tell me about it. Where is this one from?
Okay, this is just one of the Zulu ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say a married woman in the Zulu culture would wear like this.
I come across this awesome store called Blue Willow. It's a clothing brand called Blue Willow, owned by Browner. And how are you today, Browner?
I'm very well, thanks. And you, Sibongile?
I'm fine, thank you. So I could not but stop when I was walking past your store with all the gorgeous stuff you have. So tell me, what inspires your brand and all the things that you're selling here today?
Sure. So I went traveling last year for 3 months to India, Bali and Thailand, and I kind of bought things that caught my eye, really colorful things, really bright things, and hopefully going to sell it to people and, help me with my next trip out there. But beautiful designs, beautiful materials. It's the start, so this is my first time I'm selling stuff, and hopefully people like it.
Well, I totally loved it. I mean, things like this, guys, totally amazing. Like, she came back with things like this, put her own brand and stuff on it, and yeah, it's called Blue Willow, right? As I walk along, I come across this awesome stand, this awesome brand called Bry. Obviously, it was going to catch my attention being called Bry. And I've got David here with me to explain what is Bry about, David.
Thank you so much. We really wanted to find a way for us to reach out to the expat community, made South African expats all over the world. And we wanted to use a word that was very communal, shows us the festivity, shows us fun, shows us enjoyment, family, and get together. And so we used the word Bry, and this is Bry Clothing, and this is our first event. And what we want to do is really create a brand that everybody can associate the word Bry, and we really want to get the word Bry out there to make it a powerful word that shows just how great the South African culture is, so we can share that culture with the world.
Okay, so imagine, guys, you're walking around wearing an awesome brand called Bry. Isn't that totally awesome? And then we've got like an example over here of how it would look like to wear the brand Bry. So tell me, amongst all the clothing types you get, what sort of things will you be doing?
What we started with is with a cap specifically. So we wanted to go with the green and gold for today, for the Heritage Day. And then we really are asking people who are passing by for feedback as to what they would like. So a lot of people have given us feedback as to the kinds of shirts they'd like, the kinds of logos they'd like, the kind of layouts they'd like. So we have a very good market indication of what's going to be working. We're going to connect with those people afterwards, and then we're going to actually, we really want to produce that and give that to people out there. And we want to make it a successful brand. We want to get as I said, we want to get the word Bride out there to be something very successful. And also they share that word,
And isn't it totally awesome to bring it out on South African Heritage Day? Because I can imagine that down the line, it will be part of our heritage to walk around with a Bry brand across you, isn't it?
Well, as you probably know, Bry is mostly done in South Africa. It's a South African word. It's done with the expats, obviously, like us here. It is really just a great word. It's like Ubuntu, the word. It means that community. And as you can see here, We have the people everywhere around you. Everybody's here to bra.
So we've got Fran with us here today, and she's part of the organizing committee for today. Fran, so tell me, what inspired you to put this whole beautiful day together for us South Africans abroad?
So it was actually started by some friends of mine who've moved back to South Africa, and when they moved over, I took it over. And so we've been organizing it now for almost 5 years. Today's the 5th year, and yeah, it's just been really fantastic. It's been such a nice day, and every day it gets bigger and better. I suppose the weather helps. It's a beautiful sunny day today, and we've got amazing food on sale and amazing South African jewelry and crafts, and yeah, it's just been a fantastic turnout.
A fantastic day and time for us to celebrate our heritage. Because although we're far away from home, it still means quite a lot to us.
For sure. I mean, I'm South African. I've lived here for 10 years, but I'm very closely connected with what's going on in South Africa. And this is just such a fantastic opportunity for South Africans to come together and celebrate our culture and our heritage and what makes South Africa so special.
And we are so rich in culture. We are so diverse in culture as well. And to have us all together under one roof is absolutely beautiful, as all of you can see. It's a total buzz. It's absolutely lovely, isn't it, Nathan?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic.
So tell me, where are you from at home?
So I'm from Cape Town, in a little spot called Mockboy Strand.
Oh, awesome. And over here in England, you find yourself in?
Wimbledon, actually. I live around the corner from here.
Oh, nice. So South African Heritage Day. So we're celebrating the different diversity of cultures around us, aren't we?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic to be able to bring everyone and make a sort of a homestead here in London.
So tell me, what has been the highlight for you today?
Bunny chow, actually. So yeah, no,
it's all about the food.
It's all about it was fantastic. Bunny chow is obviously from Durban. I've never been to Durban. I live with a Durban guy, and a lot of Durbanites have come across. So they made sure I had to have a bunny chow before I finished the day off.
So I've got here with me Uchau Chwelemang, yeah, who's enjoying the day today, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. It's a brilliant day. It's beautiful. The sun is out. End of summer in September. It's a lovely day. Everybody's having fun. You know, it's a celebration of South African cultural heritage. We're having great food, great drinks. We're meeting friends we haven't seen or friends that we last saw last year around this time. So it's lovely. Everybody's in a very enjoyment mood and having fun and lovely. Yeah.
So tell me, but when I'm from home, where originally are you from at home?
Well, I'm originally from the Northwest Province. I'm from Vryburg in the Northwest, and I grew up between Vryburg and Mahikeng in the Northwest as well. I've lived in Cape Town for 10 years before coming here.
So I get so excited in events like this, and most importantly when I meet the people behind the scenes, the people who are able to put such events together for us here abroad as South Africans. So we are celebrating South African Heritage Day, and behind it all is Lucy, who is able to put all this together. And Lucy, tell me, what inspired you to do this all for us?
We are a South African Diaspora United, as in now called Ubunye, Trust. because of we do work with charities and we promote South African charities. So for us as South Africans, we feel like we're the 10th province and we are forgotten with the things that are home. Some of us have been here for more than 20 years, so it's good for us to interact and integrate with the wider community and be together at the same time.
Exactly. And for an event like South African Heritage Day, some of us, as you said, have been here for over 20 years. We've had children here. What does that mean to you when your children see events like this and understand the whole importance of South African Heritage Day?
It's so funny to ask that question because of our children here. They are losing the roots of Africa. So we need to promote our heritage, and especially South Africa is so diverse, and we have beautiful languages, we have beautiful food, beautiful culture. So it's so nice to teach our children where we come from so that they can pronounce their names, they can say their history and be proud to be South Africans. Yeah.
And in years to come also be able to uphold these events that we've
move forward, because we have people like veterans. There's a Dr. Chilwani there who's selling honey. He's been here for almost 40 years. So you can imagine that he still holds the name, he still speaks the language, he still loves the food. So for us, we need to pass it on to our children. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. And then there's something that we still like, there's certain things that we still want to hold as well. For example, being able to vote at home. And there's something that I'd like for you to explain more for us, which is called Vote Abroad. Do you want to elaborate more on what it is about for us?
Yeah, with the past 2 years, elections, the 2 elections that gone by, South Africans, not all of them have managed to vote. So we've been struggling to get the South Africans out of London to come and vote. Because of most of them, they don't know how to vote. When to vote, the information doesn't really go. So it's on the website of South African Embassy, South African Diaspora, South African Chambers. So even I think Brand SA has one. So for people to know how to vote, they need to register and they need to check if they're still registered at home. When it's announced to be registered, they need to check their details, that they're right, their passports, their ID, all sorts of things that they are in place. And we can only vote in London. I'll stress this, we can only vote in London because of our High Commissioner is in London. So we cannot vote anywhere else except in London. So those who live far, we do understand people are in Manchester, they would like to vote. For the past few years, we had people come all the way to Manchester to come and vote, and they are not registered. And they were turned back, and with the time and all that. So we will speak with them when time comes up, and obviously maybe we'll ask for 2 days, 3 days, because of their catering for England and Wales and Scotland. So it is a big country to cater for loads of people. We have more than 7,000 South Africans.
Imagine that, more than 700 South Africans in the UK.
In the UK. So we need to cater for everybody, but all we will try to do is to have loads of people to get information as much as they can. So they need to look at our diaspora website for how they can vote. As much as today we did invite all political parties, which we know. We invited the ANC, we invited the DA to come and elaborate, and for people to meet their leaders and interact and know how to register and, get in touch with their human rights and just check who they can vote for. So anyway, what we did today is to let people register and teach people how to vote. Yeah, so it's been great today. It went well. Most people wanted to know how to vote.
Exactly. And for us, being away from home, these are the places where we learn more about how things are actually working at home. So Lucy, we're really appreciating you putting something like this so awesome. And yeah, we're enjoying the day. And tell me, one more thing, what has been the highlight for you today? I mean, you're the one that was behind the scenes, but when you look across like this, what is the highlight?
The highlight is everything, to see South Africans smiling,
dancing,
eating food. There was mngushu, mukhodu, mantwana, amagwinya. So it's, you know what, we're not far away from South Africa. We're not, so we really today to see all South Africans together and say we may be different in other things, we may differ in other things, but our culture and we are united as South Africans, and we can make South Africa better for our children to come. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Thank you.